Hi, Mr. Sato here. I'm going to help you write a business letter. So here's what one looks like. This is called the block style. Don't indent anything. Notice also that all of it is single-spaced with a skipped line between paragraphs. Sometimes you have the line spacing option of 1.15. I actually think that looks better. So up top here, you have your street address, a skipped line, and the date. This is called the heading. It might seem logical to put your name up here, but don't. In standard business letter format, you don't put your name here. That goes at the end of the letter only. Next, after skipping a line, you put the name and street address of the person you're writing to. That's called the inside address. Skip a line or two after that. All right, so below the inside address is the salutation, Dear So-and-so. If you don't know the name of the person you're writing to, like if you're writing to the customer service department for a big company or something, use the title and department of the person, like Dear Customer Service Manager. It would be better, though, if you could look around online a bit or make a call and find the actual name of the person who will be reading your letter. Then you can address it to the actual person, always using the respectful honorific like Mr. or Ms., Doctor or Senator. But that isn't always possible, and follow your salutation with a colon. That's these two dots here. Don't use a comma here like you see in personal letters. Now, skip one line and begin the body of your letter. The organization of a letter is like most things you'll write. It has an introduction, elaboration, and a conclusion. It has 3 short paragraphs. In the first, tell them why you're writing. Get to the point clearly and immediately. One-sentence paragraphs may not be appropriate in an academic essay, but they are perfectly fine in a business letter. Skip another line now to create a second paragraph and give the important details. Here, too, you want to be concise. That means to say what you mean in as few words as possible. Leave out inessential details. Also, remember that very few business letters should be more than 1 page. Busy people don't have time to read a long letter. In the last paragraph, tell the recipient of your letter exactly what you would like them to do now. This is where you push your reader into doing the thing you want. Imagine the reader just asked, "What exactly do you want from me?" Here's where you need to be very specific. Not, "Please do something about this situation." No, what exactly do you want this person to do right now? Get it? Clear and specific. Then end with something polite like, "I look forward to hearing from you," or "Thank you for considering my request." Never be rude or threatening in a business letter unless you want it thrown in the garbage can. So those 3 paragraphs are the body of the letter: why you're writing, the important details, and what you want them to do. Now, at the bottom of the letter, there's the complimentary closing. Sincerely is good. Respectfully is good. Do not use personal-sounding closings like love or yours truly. The reader of your business letter is not your friend. He or she is someone you're doing business with, so sound businesslike. Unless you want to sound all creepy and stalkerish. Then skip 3 lines, type your name and your title if you have one that relates to the matter at hand. That's called the signature. You can put your email or phone number down here as well. Well, now you're done, unless you're sending a copy of your letter to a third party, like the Better Business Bureau. Then you'd skip a couple of lines and type CC Better Business Bureau. That'll get their attention. By the way, CC means carbon copy. Ask your grandma what that is. Speaking of typing, use a really conservative business-like font like Times New Roman or Helvetica if you want to be taken seriously. Never use script-like fonts or decorative fonts, which would be like a lawyer wearing Mickey Mouse ears while trying to argue a case in court. It looks unserious. Now, when you print the letter, sign it in ink right here, below the complimentary close and above the typed signature. Okay, so that's it for the format and organization. Now, here's a scenario about which you can write a practice letter. You'll be writing a complaint letter for rude service you received at a clothing store. First, type your heading and the date, then the inside address. You can use this for the inside address. Pause the video so you can do that. Done? Okay, so here's the scenario. You received rude service at a store called the Fashion Plate that is located at Smithgate Mall on September 2nd. When you asked if their poplin straight collar shirt came in any other colors like red or yellow, Muffy, the sales associate, made a face and said, "No, those colors are ugly." When you said you liked those colors, she told you to shop somewhere else if you don't like the clothes at the fashion plate. Muffy is the older sister of a friend of yours, and when you met her once, she was an obnoxious twerp back then, too. Anyway, when you asked to speak to the manager, she said he had the day off, which might be a lie. You called the mall to find out the name of the store manager, Mr. Antonio Fernandez. So your assignment is to write a complaint letter to Mr. Fernandez that is likely to get results. Remember, in the first paragraph, say why you are writing. In the second paragraph, give only the important details. Be concise. In the last paragraph, tell Mr. Fernandez exactly what you want him to do about Muffy's rudeness and end with some sort of polite comment. Keep in mind that a brief, polite, and clear letter gets better results than a long, angry, rambling letter. Writing a business letter can be a very empowering act. It gives you a voice. In life, there will be people who will treat you badly or try to take advantage of you because they're big and you're small. A powerless person might throw a brick through the window of the store and get put in jail. However, an empowered person figures out who has the authority to do something about it, writes a letter, or maybe a series of letters going up the chain of command, and gets positive results instead. And that's what I want for you. Happy letter writing.